I can't believe I have to do a human anatomy video breaking down the differences between males and females and how we are built different and how we are structurally just different. I guess they're not teaching this in schools anymore, which is really sad. You can see that men, like males, their shoulders are wider than females. Females also have wide hips, birthing hips. You see males, they do not have birthing hips. Their torso and waist is just straight. They're straight up and down, just flat. But women, we typically have like an indent in our waist. You know, we have a waist and we have hips, and also women, we have smaller heads, we have smaller necks. Our necks are not wide, and we do not have Adam apples. Women do not have Adam's apples. And also men have these protruding brow bones, which is very distinctive. Women do not have brow bones. So if you have a female in your company and they have a brow bone, ask them to let you see their driver's license to make sure, or birth certificate, to make sure you are talking to a cisgendered quote-unquote woman or female. So yeah, here's another chart, and as you can see, the clavicle or the collarbone for women, it's a V-shaped collarbone, and for men it's straight across. And as you can see here with Glorilla, whatever you call it, has a straight collarbone, straight across, similar to what we saw of the male chart. And also you can see the torso area is straight up and down, and with the shirt they tied it so tight they were trying to force it to make it look like it has like a female waist, but obviously you can see it don't. Glorilla has a big old man head with a brow bone, as you can see. Let me see if I can zoom in. As you can see close up, this entity has a bulging brow bone, like in a huge head. This character's head is bigger than that guy right next to it. It's crazy how the Jew elites are trying to pass this character off as a female. This character sounds like a man when it raps. This character acts like a man, and the only type of energy it brought to the table is masculine energy with that fuck nigga free song. They have no shame. Look at this. Look at how it is shaped. Like straight up and down, no hips. Shoulder to hip ratio is very off. And then it likes to show off its camel toe and like tell you, oh, it's got a fat thing or whatever, but nothing is fat about it. It looks like one of those surgically made Barbie pussies. It has a very small shape, okay? It's not a fat, big vajayjay like most aborigines have. That is, you know, it's a gift from God, you know, just like how our men have larger downstairs, we have, you know, fatter. But this character right here, as you can see, there's nothing fat about that. And then on top, it looks like it's one of those surgically made fake vaginas, okay? Like, a lot of y'all need to get up to speed of what the Transformers are doing now. They are going to get surgically made vaginas, okay? Like, they're not walking around with big bulging ball sacks anymore. They're getting it cut off, and then they're getting these very small surgically made vaginas, like with Kim Kardashian and Ray J on their porn. You know how Kim Kardashian had nothing going on down there, just a straight up and down slit down the middle. They call that the perfect porn star, pussy. That's what most of these Transformers are going for, that straight up and down, nothing to see here pussy. You know, it's nothing there. It's like no labia, no clitoris. It's just a straight slit up and down, okay? Like, that's what most are going for. And they believe that is a beautiful vagina or whatever. But vaginoplasty is a big thing now, okay? And you can get that done for $10,000 or even less now. In California, they have programs where you can get it done for free. So we got to stop acting like these trannies are just walking around with bulges, okay? There are a lot that have the money to, get that removed, okay? In the liberal community, they are very, very rich over there. They can afford to get all these surgeries, okay? Don't act like, a tranny is just out here, with an erect penis, okay? Because a lot of them are getting their genitals removed, and they are ready to fool a man. They are ready to deceive. Like, I actually sat through an actual tranny porno where it was involving a male to female transgender, and I can tell you that these surgeons have perfected their craft and creating an aesthetic looking vajayjay. But one thing these surgeons cannot do, they cannot transplant the organs that come with a vagina. The organs and the glands that make the vagina functional, that help lubricate the vagina. See, these plastic surgeons cannot transplant the organs to make this vagina functional, this man-made vagina functional. So what they have is an open wound that they have to dilate to keep open, or if they don't, the open wound will start to close up on them. It will start to try to heal itself, because it's an open hole that a surgeon put in them unnaturally, depending on what tissues they use to line the so-called vagina with. The thing can't even get wet, okay? Sometimes they use the tissues from the intestines, and then there's some that are getting fish skin vaginas because they believe that is the closest thing to the real thing, which is sad. Because if most women were eating the diets they are supposed to be eating, like a more fruitarian type diet, they wouldn't smell as bad. They wouldn't have weird, musky, fishy, smelly days. They wouldn't have all these imbalances, but nobody's being taught how to truly balance themselves and how to balance the vaginal ecosystem. Gynecologists are not teaching women how to do this, because if they do that, they will lose money. These doctors need you coming in there with infections, imbalances, and all that, okay? So they can pump you with antibiotics that will unfortunately continue that cycle of imbalance and infection, because antibiotics does more harm than good in our body. Antibiotics literally destroy your mitochondria DNA, and strong antibiotics work just like chemotherapy. It destroys everything, not just the so-called bad microbes, okay? Our creator put herbs on this planet that can kill the bad microbes in our bodies and kill parasites and fungi. We don't need their antibiotics or any of these pharmaceuticals to heal our bodies and to cure ourselves. Honestly, none of these pharmaceuticals they're making are cures for anything. They are treatments, okay? These treatments are not cures, okay? They don't have medications to really cure any disease out here. Western medicine is a scam, okay? These doctors really don't care about us. They're all about a bag. They're all about making money, okay? They're all about scheduling you for surgeries so they can make thousands of dollars. They're all about prescribing pharmaceuticals so they can make hundreds of dollars. Every time they prescribe you something, they make some money. Every time you schedule an appointment and go see them, they make some money, okay? So, like, why are y'all acting like being a doctor isn't just a job? These gynecologists don't give a fuck about us real women. They know how dangerous antibiotics are, yet they still give it to us women. They know how it destroys our vaginal ecosystem, but they still give us antibiotics like it's the only way they can kill bad microbes, when there's hundreds of plants that can kill bad microbes, herbs they can give us. Like, there's an alternative, but they act like there isn't. They know the strong antibiotics, like the antibiotics they give for so-called gonorrhea and chlamydia, can cause a miscarriage, but they still give it to pregnant women, early stages of pregnancy.
Ladies, you have to wake up and realize that these miscarriages are not a natural thing. It's not a genetic thing. It's not something wrong with you genetically. It's because you are letting them give you poisons and give you pills that destroy your genetic makeup and destroy your immune system and everything, okay? Like, everything they give us fucks us up. The antibiotics, the vaccines, everything, okay? And the reason why these transformers think they can compete with their surgically made vaginas is because y'all are letting these gynecologists just destroy your vagina. A lot of y'all are not even being taught how to tighten up your pelvis and tighten up your vagina and your walls. Like, y'all are not doing Kegels religiously every day. Like, y'all are not being told to do this. A lot of y'all are just letting your hole get looser and looser as the years go by. And this is why these transformers think they can compete, because they have a surgically created hole that if they forget to dilate, it will get tighter, okay? And tighter. Like, so they think they can compete with you. And then, like, with the little pus that comes when that surgical hole get infected, can kind of assimilate what it looks like when y'all discharge and have your imbalances and have all that creamy crap around your, yeah. So, yeah, that's how they think they can compete with real women, because y'all don't know how to take care of yourselves. You women don't want to take control over your health and learn how to properly take care of your vaginas and take care of your body in general, because these doctors don't give a shit about us. They want to destroy our genetic makeup and destroy our immune systems. Real talk, it honestly seems like the European society hates women in general. Everything about the woman. They are trying to destroy women and replace us with robots and brainwash gay men, okay, that think that they can cut off their private parts and become women. Like, this is crazy.